Bad guy. Ah. He's kind of far. I don't... Nah. Hang on a second. There we go. Welcome back to the Utah Gun Guy channel, everybody. My name is Seth. Today we're going to be looking at the Palmetto State Armory 10.5-inch Custom Series AR pistol. This is not your typical Palmetto State Armory firearm. This comes in over $1,000, right around $1,100. Now, the Custom Series lineup for Palmetto State Armory is a lineup they tend to have some fun with. Like, they have Custom Series daggers even, and they always have these fun little paint jobs on them. This, I believe, they call it Teflon coating. It's fine and all. It's not my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of the yellow. I didn't care about the paint job. That's not why I wanted it. I wanted it because I wanted a 10.5-inch pistol. Now, one of the reasons I wanted a 10.5-inch pistol is because you get the whole brace that, you know, is now gone because the ATF decided to change their mind like a bunch of jerks. But it is still a functional, good firearm for what I wanted. However, the question remains, is it worth the $1,100 price tag, or did I get ripped off? Well, let's dive into the features so you can determine for yourself, and then you can tell me below in the comments if you think it was a good or bad buy. So, from front to back, we're going to work our way down this AR for you. This is an A2 birdcage. It did not come with an A2 birdcage. It actually came with some sort of flash can, and while the flash can was fine, I kind of wanted to reduce the flash signature a little bit, so hence the A2 birdcage. Now, this was a 12-inch rail. I modified it to make it a 10-inch rail because otherwise the birdcage would have made it go boom, and if you want to see what that looks like, you can just hop on Reddit and go look at people who have put compensators or flash hiders, anything that directs the gas up or out, and they've had it covered by their handguard, and you can see what happens. It's not pretty, so I wanted to avoid that. This barrel is an FN 10.5-inch cold hammer forged chrome line barrel. Handguard, upper and lower are forged aluminum, just like you would expect, the aircraft grade, whatever. Bullet carrier group is a Toolcraft Diamond-like carbon-coated bolt carrier. It came with these M-Bus flip-up sights, so it was a ready-to-shoot package. It comes with a ambidextrous 45-degree flip safety. I like the 45-degree flip. If I wasn't lazy, I would probably put one of these on all of my ARs, but I'm kind of lazy. This came with it, so I didn't have to do that. It was very nice. Charging handle is a Palmetto State Armory custom charging handle. It is ambidextrous, left or right side. Now, some people like this, some people don't. Keep in mind, these things can snag on gear, kit, whatever you have going on. If it's in a bag, they can snag. I've not experienced it, but I'm also not running around with this fully kitted up because I don't have a kit to do so. Moving back down to the trigger, this is a Palmetto State Armory 3.5-pound flat face trigger. I really like this trigger. It is smooth and crisp and clean, and it's great. Magpul MOE grip, also just fine. Some people like them, some people don't. It's up to personal preference here. This did not come on here. This is a Sylvan Arms folding adapter. As you can see, works just like that. This used to have an SBA 3 brace on it, but no, we had to go get rid of that because I don't want to be a felon, and I refuse to register this as an SBR. The entire point of getting this was to have a truck/bag gun that is a pistol, because I can conceal a pistol like I conceal a handgun pistol on my person when I go certain places. That's what this is for. Things I've added to it other than the folding adapter. Vortex Crossfire red dot. It has a 0 to 11 power. It's just fine. It's nice and bright, but I probably wouldn't buy it again if I had the opportunity, because for the same price you get something like a Romeo 5, which has shake awake. This does not, so keep that in mind. This flashlight, I will be putting a Surefire on here at some point. BCM, gunfighter hand stop. All of these things to make this a proper gun bag type deal. That is the reason I purchased this. But what caught my eye was the features. They're premium features in a Palmetto gun, and I was really curious to see how a premium Palmetto felt compared to a normal Palmetto. My brother has a Palmetto rifle. I think he built for like $450, something like that. One of their really cheap build kits, which I think are fantastic that they offer those, by the way. I wanted to test out their premium stuff because I know people who have Palmetto rifles of the standard quality, and they perform sometimes great, sometimes they have some issues with quality control. Palmetto's always great to sort that out, but this company has a reputation that's kind of mixed in the firearm community. I wanted to test out the custom series lineup, and the thing is, most people don't even know it exists. If you Google or YouTube search for the custom series Palmetto State Armory lineup, you don't get a lot of results. There are actually very few reviews, and most of them are of the rifles. I think I saw one pistol review, maybe one unboxing. Not very common. So I wanted to add to the data available. I've had this gun for a year and a half now, and I really do like it. As far as the price tag goes, had I waited, I probably would have gotten a 300 Blackout Jackal instead. Because one of the things I want in a home defense truck bag gun is the ability to suppress it. Now, I can suppress this, but the reality of the situation is 5.56 suppressed just isn't 300 Blackout suppressed. So if I had to go back and do it over, I wouldn't buy this gun. That being said, I'm glad I own it because I still like it. The 10.5-inch pistol setup in an AR platform is still nice. I just would get the 300 Blackout first. All in all, I have not had any reliability issues with this. As far as malfunctions go, the only time I suffered a malfunction is when I was using a hex mag. Now, I used a hex mag on my Ruger AR as well, and I also suffered a malfunction, so I ditched that magazine. I have not had a malfunction since. I have put about 750 rounds through this gun. Zero issues. I know it's not the 1,000 round mark everybody likes, but it's still plenty of rounds. I don't necessarily have the time or money to pour 1,000 rounds into every firearm I have, so only a few of them have actually reached that mark. The question becomes, however, now that the ATF has decided to ban pistol braces, and as those lawsuits are fought out in court, we don't know what the outcome will be, is it worth having an AR pistol at all? Should you just get an SBR? Should you just file the paperwork, make this kind of thing into an SBR, throw a stock on it? I don't think so. The purpose of this gun is to be a pistol. That's why I want it. It is an AR pistol. It is one that I can cross state lines with without having to fill out a whole bunch of paperwork when I go visit my family in other states. That's why I have this. That's what I wanted. Because, yes, while I carry a handgun everywhere, I think AR pistols have utility because sometimes you need to level the playing field. With this gun, I can throw it in a backpack and I can go wherever I'm allowed to carry a backpack. And because this is a pistol, this is completely and totally legal to conceal on my person. So all in all, I'm happy I own this gun. As I said, I would probably buy a Jackal instead of this gun if I could only pick one. I will be getting a Jackal in the future at some point. But tell me down below, if you think the AR pistol is still worth having, what you think of the Palmetto version of the AR pistol. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, share, subscribe. That's the only way to let the YouTube algorithm know that you like gun, firearm, 2A content. And also it tells the algorithm to recommend this type of content to people who would not otherwise be exposed to Second Amendment content. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video. My name is Seth. Peace.